Greetings, YouTube. Someone asked me a very interesting question this morning in a private message. And the question is, have I ever run a clean game? A game that had no house rules. So, since I read that this morning around 7:30, about an hour or so ago, I've been thinking about it. And on anything that could be called a campaign, consecutive games, all having some kind of linking story arc of some variety, even if it was just a series of, disconnected adventures that became continuous over time. In anything called a campaign, no. No game has withstood my GMing style without me doing something to it. I just can't control myself. I did it in first edition, I did it in second, I did it in third. I did it in Gamma World. I did it, any number of systems. I think I even did it in Star Frontiers, which I ran just long enough to qualify for a campaign. I just tinkered with things. I can't help myself. I just do it instinctively. When I'm reading rules now, and whatever, it doesn't matter what the system is, I'll be reading them and going, hey, no, something I think would be better if you did that. And I'm going to start to monkey with them before I even do anything else. And I think the worst example for me was Justifier's RPG, which is an animal game, a little digest-sized game, which has been out of print for decades. And I loved the game. I thought it was awesome, and I wanted to run a campaign, but I wasn't happy with some of the rules. So I rewrote the game completely. I actually took the game, and I typed it out by hand into a computer, and changing things along the way until I was done and I had completely rewritten the game. And I never ran it once. Just never happened. Came up with a cool storyline for it, timeline. I've discussed that timeline here on this channel before. But in a number of short games that were like in the 2 to 4 session length, yes, I have run Marvel Superheroes, Cyberpunk, Cyberspace, which is the ICE Cyberpunk game. Really, really complete set of rules for cybernetics in that game, though it does use the ICE engine, which has more charts than you need to wallpaper this room, including the slope ceiling. So, for very short games, yeah, I can pull it off and I don't have to change something. But anything called a real campaign, no. Never happens. I am always going to tinker with something. I just can't help myself. So I asked my viewers, have you ever run a clean game?